Hi everyone. So tonight I'm leaving for tour with this band called Kayak Jones from Iowa. They're pretty awesome, you should check them out. I just wanted to do a little video showing the types of things I bring on tour with me, in case anybody was wondering what type of stuff they should be bringing on the road with them. So I'm just going to start packing my stuff and show you what usually goes into my camera bag on a tour like this. So storage is obviously important. I just bring a terabyte hard drive with me usually. And then usually a couple extra memory cards in case the one that I'm using right now on the camera fails on me. Charger and battery, of course. Try and bring an extra battery or two because you never know how many days you're going to go without finding power. You may need a charged battery when yours dies and you're in the middle of nowhere in your van and nowhere to charge it. I also have another charger, not with me right now, that has a cigarette lighter adapter to it. And that's really handy for charging in the van if the van doesn't have one of those fancy power converter things. Laptop and charger, obviously. For some reason I go through a shit ton of these chargers. I think I just buy cheap ones and the cables break, so it's always handy to have an extra. I don't have an extra right now, so hopefully I'm lucky on this tour and this thing doesn't break. This is my old reliable Dell laptop. I've had this since 2014. It's been across the country maybe 4 or 5 times and the screen's broken and there's literal chunks missing out of it, but somehow it's still kicking, somehow it gets the job done. It's pretty slow and it can be pretty frustrating when I'm exporting stuff, but like I said, it gets the job done. I'll probably edit this video on it. I hate you, but you let me do what I do. External flash, obviously. The tour I'm going on tomorrow has a lot of house shows, I think, so this is going to be extremely useful. I actually just bought this one off Amazon for about 30 or 40 bucks. It's a Voking. I've never used it before, but in my experience, speedlights are pretty similar. I mean, it's just gotta pop some light, so I think it'll do just fine. My film camera is currently in the car, but I'm bringing a roll of 1600 film with me, just because I've been shooting more film lately. This has 36 exposures, so I'll probably bust it out a few times on the tour. Nothing crazy though. Disposable cameras, of course, as you saw in my last video. I'm pretty addicted to these guys. I think I'm bringing 4 or 5 on tour with me. Also, this one's cool. I just got this one. It's got a zoom in it, so probably the most technologically advanced disposable I've gotten yet. Business cards, honestly, not really an essential, but I'm gonna bring a few anyways. I always bring like 1,000,000 of these on tour with me because I made like 1,000 back in 2014 when I first started shooting because I thought you need a business card to be a real photographer, but I think I've given out maybe 50 in 4 years. Nobody really cares about this shit, and it just makes you look lame, to be honest. I don't really like being like a businessman with my photography. I like just kind of making friends and shit. These don't seem genuine to me, but I like to have them out on the merch table in case people want to find my Instagram or something and don't want to write it down or memorize it. Batteries for the flash. I have like 1,000,000 different brands here, but hopefully they have some power. Lens cleaning wipes. These are helpful if you get sweat or dirt or whatever on your lens. It's also good to have like a protective hood. I don't really have that because I'm a heathen who doesn't care about my gear, but these are handy for cleaning your shit. Extra phone charger cables. I tend to go through a lot of these on tour for some reason. I just bend them or put them in awkward positions and then the wiring breaks or whatever. So I just bought a 10-pack off Amazon for like $10 because I know I'm going to go through them all. It also could be because I'm buying cheap ass cables, but regardless, bring some extra phone cable. That's honestly all I really bring technology-wise with me on tour other than my phone and the camera I'm using to record this. I shoot with a Canon 6D and a Sigma 24mm 1.4 lens. That's pretty much been my setup for like 3 years now, and I haven't really changed. I don't like to bring a lot with me on the road. You're already an extra piece to a band. They don't really need you out there, so I like to try and pack as light as possible. I'm trying to pack even lighter this time, and I'm putting all my toiletries and stuff in my camera bag instead of having a separate bag for that. So I'm gonna start doing some of that stuff now. Deodorant, body spray. Nobody likes you when you stink. Razors for my non-existent beard. Brush, toothpaste. Ibuprofen's always a move for me on the road because I get a lot of headaches if I'm in noisy environments for too long or just stressed. So. Bunch of old tour laminates from As It Is, Warped Tour, AP Awards, Bad Case, Koi Fest. These are all just hanging out in my bag. I'm gonna leave them home so I don't lose them. Some more random photo pass stickers, I don't even know. They're all fucking clumped together. August Burns Red. I think there's Papa Roach in here. I'm gonna stick them on my board though. Dry shampoo is really clutch on the road. Dry shampoo pretty much is like hairspray that gets all the oil out of your hair without a shower. So it's really helpful for keeping your head kind of clean when you're not showering or sleeping in the van and stuff. When it comes to clothes, I try and bring about a week or a week and a half's worth of clothes. I usually bring maybe 2 or 3 pairs of jeans, about 7 pairs of underwear, 7 pairs of socks, some shirts and all that. If you're doing a van tour, you gotta be prepared to maybe wear the same outfit 2 or 3 days in a row. That's not really unusual, at least for me. Maybe I'm fucking gross. Like I said, I like to pack light. I think I'm bringing 1 bag for clothes and this camera bag with me, and that's it for 2.5 weeks. I'm also gonna bring one of these laundry bags. I've never done that before. I've always just shoved my dirty laundry in a garbage bag or something, which never really works out well because it always breaks and spills all over the trailer. So I'm gonna try the laundry bag out this time, and hopefully it doesn't take up too much room. Melatonin, helpful if you can't fall asleep in the van. Sleep On It is a band I've toured with in the past, and they're pretty famous for Down on the Z-Quil. I couldn't do that. It gives me the worst Z-Quil hangovers, but Alex Smith, he chose that thing like a boss. I mean, honestly, most of the guys in that band do. They just live off that Z-Quil shit. And that could be a move if you can't fall asleep. Mini shampoo, save space. This one's 3-in-1, shampoo, conditioner, body wash. Also for men, because I only buy shampoo made for men. I'm just kidding, this was like the only one I could find. Bring hats, because your hair is going to get gross at some point, and these are a savior with that. And hats are just nice. They keep the sun out of your eye, and they make you look cool, and endorse donut products, and yeah. Pop-Tarts are probably my van snack of choice. I'll probably bring about 12 of these with me. That's about it. I got a giant ass mess to clean because I just moved out of my apartment at school. But all my toiletries and all my camera gear fits in this Case Logic bag. And this is probably what I'll carry on me most of the day. I have another little duffel bag I'll fill with clothes, but again, like I said, I like packing really light. I don't want to be more of a nuisance to vans than I already am by invading their van space and all that. And honestly, something I've done in the past is just overpack, bring too many clothes that I just don't end up wearing, too much toiletry stuff, or put it in too many bags. It's just better to be really compact, especially if you have 4 or 5 guys in the band you're with, because your room is going to be so limited anyways. So that's about it. That's all I'm going to bring. Hopefully you guys survive the next 2.5 weeks. I'm sure I will. Kite Jones are super cool dudes. We're playing Bled Fest and a bunch of house shows, and it should be lit. I'll put the dates in the description. Anybody wants to come through and hang. I'll try and do some video logs and all that of our travels. We'll be in Tennessee, and Milwaukie, and Chicago, and pretty much everywhere in the Midwest. Hopefully we get sucked up by a tornado or something. It's kind of a bucket list item. That'd be rad. Hopefully you got something out of this video. I'll see you later.